Erica Marie, and I'm known as the Chakra Analyzer. This reading is for Gemini. So if you have your sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Gemini, this reading is for you for May 2022.
This reading is for Gemini for May 2022. What is Gemini allowed to know for May? What is Gemini allowed to know for May? Ooh, so everything is unfolding for you. Something happened where it allowed you to be cracked opened. Always remember the saying, it's happening for you, not to you. So if something has recently happened to you, Geminis, where you're like, what the heck? Like, can anything else go wrong? Or woe is me, why is this happening to me? Don't look at it that way, because the answer is within the saying, why is this happening to me? So ask that question, and then you'll be able to see from a different perspective why something may have happened. So it could end up being like a blessing in disguise. It's kind of like what I'm picking up. Or I'm also picking up that if it's not necessarily a situation, it's actually like you can feel it within yourself, like within your body. Like maybe you feel different, or there's something happened to you, like physically, and then you're like, what the heck? And then you go to the doctor, and it ends up being like something like, whatever got you into the doctor was like just ended up being nothing, but maybe they found something else that was wrong. So kind of like a blessing in disguise, like it happened for you for a reason, maybe. I don't know why I'm picking up on that. Anything else? Yes. So this is confirming that possibly a situation happened to you that allowed you to be cracked open, or maybe something happened to you physically within your body that allowed you to see something that you might not have known ahead of time. Also, if you are wondering about taking an action to do something, or if you were like had a question before you tapped on to listen to this video to watch this reading, the answer is yes. If that's what you are wanting to know, like from a yes or no question, the answer is yes. It's time to take care of yourself or mother yourself. So if you did have something physically happen to you, your physical body, it's time just to take care of yourself, like your mother would have taken care of you, or your grandma, or a parent. I think of in the 80s, staying home and sitting on the couch with my blankets and watching, Price is Right and all the soap operas, and eating chicken noodle soup and, crackers, and drinking 7-Up. So if you need to take a day like that and just be alone and just have, isolation just to heal your body, and disconnect from the world, do that. It's okay. You can do that. Okay, let's see what else is going on. What else is Gemini allowed to know? You're definitely in need of a spiritual teacher or reading, some kind of spiritual guidance. It's okay, to look to a spiritual, teacher for some guidance right now. I always say, just be mindful of who you go to. Okay, make sure you resonate with that person. Yeah, and then I don't know. So normally when I see the animals card, I pick up on like going out in nature. But I feel like it's almost like, and this isn't going to apply to everybody that's, has Gemini energy, but I'm picking up on like maybe service animal. And if it's not like a service animal, it's just you, like your animal, if you do have an animal, your animal's like really in tune with you. You know how like dogs can tell when people are going to like have a seizure before the human even knows. I'm just picking up on you have a connection with animals, or your animals are very connected to you. So trust your animals. If something, like, they'll know something isn't right before you do. So that's kind of like what I'm picking up on. Yeah. That's what I'm picking up on. Okay. Anything else for Gemini? So while you're resting, because you guys need to take a rest for like a day, or, disconnect from the world around you. While you're doing that, it's important that you guys also like do some kind of like artistic activity, like creative activity. The sacral chakra is about creation. And I'm looking at like you need to get that sacral chakra balanced and moving a little bit. You can even like color, like if you're laying on the couch, binge watching something, just get out color crayons, color book, and color. Or you can paint or draw or doodle. I know for one, I'm a doodler. Like, remember in school, in high school, like all my folders and all my notebooks always had like just doodles and things. When you're just like putting pen to paper, you're actually opening up your communication line with the divine, with God, and you can receive divine guidance while you're just doodling. So it's almost like your brain and your physical body are going into creation mode. And that's why it's so important that we continue to have the arts and, allow even children and just everybody to do something creative and do something within the arts. And of course, arts can be even more, like hairstylist or tattoo artist, media, just, directors creating media, anything that relates to art, do it. Even music, Okay, anything else for Gemini? I'm getting that a lot of you love music. Music, for most people anyways, but for this reading for Gemini, I'm getting that music is very strong, that you guys connect to music. Like you listen to music based off of your mood, like in order to connect, is what I'm picking up on. Okay. Anything else for Gemini? Let's take a look at what's going on, or what was going on in your past for your soul mission work, where you are now, and then what's coming in on your path here. So what has been going on for Gemini recently? Okay, so Gemini, recently, you've taken back your power on something. So when we're, in our younger years possibly, or it can be, now, sometimes things are done to us or things happen to us where we feel powerless, or somebody like took our power away from us. And you've probably had like, worry or anger or some kind of emotion around that power being taken, or somebody did something to you and you just felt like you couldn't do anything about it. We all have to kind of experience something like that in our life, right? So this card is telling me that you have recently reclaimed that power. You're like, wait a minute. You took time to understand the situation. You took time to forgive yourself, because a lot of times we get mad at ourselves for allowing something to happen. But you got to remember, if we're like younger or we're children, we're vulnerable. We don't know. We don't understand yet. So we can't hold like anger within ourselves, because, we have to be able to understand that everything happens to us for a reason. And when we understand that, we can heal, and then we can take back our power. So I always say, when we are most vulnerable, we're actually the most powerful, because eventually you're going to reclaim that power and understand. And you guys did that, Gemini. You understand something that was taken from you because you got it back within yourself. I mean, it doesn't have to be a physical, you got something back, like item. It means you took that back. You took away that emotion, you healed from it, you understand it now, and you're a stronger person for it. Okay, what's going on for Gemini now? It is so crazy because you remember how I got the animals reading? So I have this animal sitting here, and then I have another animal sitting there, just came up, wants to come sit by me. So yeah, you guys are really something about animals, because they're wanting to come into your reading physically, like physically. Okay, so in the present moment, remember how I told you guys to like kind of disconnect from, the world right now? That's what you're kind of being guided to do. You're pulling back. You're kind of like going into your hermit mode. You're not wide open for other energies and people's BS to come into your life. That is okay. Sometimes I think when we get in this kind of like we want to be in hermit mode and just like, dig a hole and crawl into it, I think sometimes we feel bad or guilty, like that's a depression or something. Oh, no. It's just literally about going into your space and healing for yourself without any distractions or anybody else's stuff. And that's okay. You guys can do that. And you can stay in there as long as you want. Come out when you're ready. Okay, what's coming in for Gemini? What's coming in for Gemini? Oh, Gemini. I have the gentle gardener, and see how these little fairies were in the eggs, and then they're just now hatching. Here's Mother Nature. She's like, come out when you're ready. So they've been in this like little slumber. Remember how I said that you're kind of like hidden away, kind of like in your shell, and you'll come out when you're ready. You're just still healing. Be gentle. Mother yourself. Remember how I said you got to mother yourself right now? You could be healing physically. Something might have happened to your physical body, or just even, just your mental body, emotional body. Take time to heal. Connect with your animals. This is absolutely exactly where you're meant to be right now. Okay, Gemini, so that will, I'll stop your reading here, but please know that I'm going to finish reading. I'm going to tap into more energy in the extended version for Gemini. So if you want to purchase the extended for $5.55, you can click on the link below. Bye.